We have a question here today. It says, could you help? I'm confused between the different hand positions between fingerstyle and using a pick. So I'm going to assume this is around the right hand. Let's get into it. Firstly, I love you sending in questions, so absolutely drop questions in the comments. If I can't answer it there, I can make a video about it. So let's get into the difference between fingerstyle, the hand position you want for that, or when you're using a plectrum. To break this down, let's look at what is consistent and then what areas are different, and more importantly, why they are different and what are the mechanics behind that. The things that are going to be exactly the same are we are always trying to remove any form of tension, any form of strain, and use our hand in the optimal way possible for the technique. So with both fingerstyle and with using a plectrum, you're going to want a straight wrist. You're not going to want anything bent into weird positions that's going to add strains, maybe give you RSI or tendonitis or anything we want to avoid. Now the differences are going to be in how we're moving and of course the position our hand is naturally guided towards when we're holding a pick using our fingers. So let's start with finger picking and what kind of shape we want to be aiming at there. One of the big mistakes people make is having their hand too low. So what you want to understand is your fingers want to be straight up out of the guitar with a lot of space between the strings and the palm of your hand. You need this space because without it, your finger has nowhere to move, and the only thing it can do is move up with your hand jumping or start to hook and claw in some way. Any of these are going to give you a bad technique. So with fingerstyle, yes, we've got our wrist perfectly straight. From there, our finger comes straight up out of the guitar. You can see I can fit my whole fist underneath my hand. From there, we curl in the finger. And as you can see with that, the back of my hand stays completely still while I'm playing the note. And this is going to be a key difference between fingerstyle and using a pick. So when using a pick or a plectrum, what is going to be a big difference there is our fingers aren't going to be straight. We pinch the pick between our finger and thumb. The best way of getting this position, if you take the pick out of your hand, rub your finger and thumb together, you'll find a place where the pads of them just bed in, feel natural together. Your thumb isn't facing further forward than your finger's not further down, they're just right on the tips with each other. Then slide the pick in there. Now, already you can see that the pick is far higher up than if my fingers were hanging down with fingerstyle. So this means our hand has to be lower to be able to play the strings. So now, pick in hand, we don't have that height off the guitar. Our hand goes almost flat on the guitar, and also the movement changes. So when playing fingerstyle, it's our fingers moving and our hand glides between the different strings, whereas with a plectrum, it'll be your wrist moving, a bit of finger and thumb, your arm moving, there's lots more movement going on, which means we're going to need some kind of reference point so our hand isn't inaccurately floating away. This brings us to a key difference between the two, which is with fingerstyle, you absolutely do not anchor fingers anything on the guitar, whereas with using a pick, yes, you can rest your palm on the bass strings that you're not playing. You can rest your fingers on the guitar above. As long as they can slide around while you're playing, this is going to give you a great reference point and it won't get in the way of playing like it would with fingerstyle. Instead, it'll improve your accuracy and will also give you some extra things like muting bass strings, especially if you've got distortion on an electric guitar. But between the two, you see the similarities of straight, healthy wrist to hold the pick, and from there I can do the movement I need. Then with fingerstyle, I still have that straight wrist, but my hand has to be a lot higher. As it's higher, I can't reach the guitar to rest on it, but I also don't need to because I don't have the wrist moving, I don't have the arm moving. The back of the hand stays still as the finger curls in. This shows that we have some similarities because we're using the same hand. There are going to be some healthy ways to create the technique that are going to be similar between them. But when holding a pick, the movement changes slightly and we have a slightly different need for for reference points. I hope this answers your question, and if anyone else has questions they want me to go over, drop them in the comments below. I answer them all myself. And if you're serious about moving your guitar playing forward, also check out my free community. I run live sessions in there. Come join, ask your questions, let's get things moving forward. Also, if you want to see a more detailed video around your elbow and how your left hand elbow can really unlock your playing, check this video out here where I break that down, and I bet there are some ideas in there you've never heard of before. I'll see you in there.